We are live at the Swiss Hotel, Jeanne, Sparrow, Melissa Forman, and we are backstage interviewing all of the winners of the 59th Annual Chicago Midwest Emmys. And there are a lot of them.
Yes.
And it's a pretty amazing night.
It is.
We're not crying yet, but I have a feeling by the end we're really
I'm so close to crying right now because this category means so much to me because these are my old coworkers from WMAQ. Then we get the category right. They won for Outstanding Achievement for New Specialty Report Series Sports, and it's for Mike's story about Mike Adamle, who is sitting right here, Peggy Kusinski, and I'll go through the whole list: Mike Adamle, Lisa Capitani, Katie Smizer, Tony Vitale, Billy Jennings, and Julio Martinez. And wow, that story made me cry. I'm so not surprised that you won. Not surprised.
Well, imagine going to your coworker, and we watched Mike over the years, and we knew stuff was going on. But to go and ask your colleague and your friend to talk about what was going on, that is a deeply, deeply personal thing to do. And then for him to entrust us, all of us, and we took it like we entrusted his story. It was just amazing. We knew he could make an impact, and that was really what you wanted to do, was to make an impact and to affect
what was
people.
it that Peggy said that made you say, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Well, I think over a period of time, you look at all these people that you've played with, and some of the great names in the National Football League, they're long forgotten. The league doesn't care anymore, and there's a lot of guys who are really, really bad shape, and it's so bad, and it's. Football's never going to go away, and they ask you all the time, would you do it all over again? I said, yeah, but there's something intrinsically wrong with the sport where, they did that thing in the New York Times wrote about the guys gave their brains. 99 out of 200 of them, right? It was
117 out of 118 had CTE.
All had CTEs.
That's heartbreaking.
And this goes against everything as a football player. You're not supposed to complain. You're not supposed to reveal any weakness. And for us to ask Mike to do that and in the end he said, don't hold back, Peg. Don't hold back. I want you to show them, what I am now. And that was...
So what does this mean then? I mean, it's
oh
been a
my
very long
Lord!
road. When you all look at it, for all of you, what does it mean?
You've known Peggy for just like I have, and this is so long overdue because every story that she does and is assigned to, she puts her own personal touch on it that only she can do. And this is I'm so happy for her, and I'm glad it was, because we were been colleagues for so long. We sit in the corner of our little office and we keep looking at each other.
Yeah.
When do they acknowledge how good you are?
No, but you know what, honestly, like Julio is here.
Yeah.
Julio, Billy Jennings, Ron Zahara. We talked about everything. We talked about how important it is someone is trusting us, and it's not just someone, it's Mike. And I think we all take away from it is every day we go out and we do stories, we need to realize we're walking into someone's life.
Yeah.
And you need to let them, build that trust with them because they are telling you a very personal part of them. And we all took it very personal. We handled it with care, and the audience reacted. And oh my goodness, Mike, you're on Capitol Hill. You're in Washington. NFL offices are taking note.
It's such a great sport.
Oh.
And there's so many people. It's their Saturday nights. It's their Sundays, and they, eventually you fall in love with different players, whatever. And I think the congressional people want to see it survive. They want to be it safer, though. You don't want to see people carried off and then having their whatever happens to it's always going to be as kind of sport that it is, but just make it safer, make it a little bit more fun, I guess.
And this is why you won.
Yeah.
Because this is what makes a difference in
Right.
the world, and this is probably the reason why all of us do this in the first place.
Yeah,
right?
and we got to showcase great cameramen and photographers and editors, Tony Vitale, and this was what happens when they allow us to do stories.
Yeah.
And it's such a fast-changing news cycle right now that we don't get to tell stories with care. And this is when you do, you touch people. and you make a difference.
The one thing that I was noticing, about Julio here, is they had a carte blanche. That there's no way to shoot this thing. How are we going to do this? So he used some of his, talent, of which there is a lot of it. Do different kind of camera angles. Let's make it look this way. Everybody was free to do whatever they wanted to do, just to make it a better story.
Well, we hope you enjoy every bit of this, and may this be the first of many, many in this story. And we just love that you shared it. You brought it to Chicagoland and to the Midwest and to the world, really. So
Thanks,
congratulations,
Thank you,
you guys.
Great to see you
Love
guys.
all of you.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see where it goes from here. Honestly,
Because you match that.
right?
match
I'm
that
kind of
beauty.
like wearing
Look at what you did.
I'm kind of like wearing it, right?
Yeah.
Like I had it melted down and I just poured
It's
it on
beautiful.
me.
It's beautiful. All right, we're going to have more live backstage at the Chicago Midwest Emmys when we return.